Hey YouTube, Ben, aka Waffles, coming at you from Team Console of Breakfast yet again. I just want to go on a little conversation with you and a little bit of myself on my feelings of the way Yu-Gi-Oh is moving right now. I know we have like the big 4 or 5 out there, and I want offhand I want to say it's Necros, Klees, Burning Abyss, Teller Knights, and Shaddolls. That's like the big 5. And like Necros is a good deck. I'm not gonna hate on the deck, how much everybody has hate for it. Like, if you're not playing it, you're not having fun. That's how it is right now. Necros is making this a one deck format, and looking at the new support, Necros has a pendulum card that can be used as a full tribute for a ritual summon. So with that coming out, I can kind of see Necros taking over the Yu-Gi-Oh world, and me as a player, it makes me not want to play Yu-Gi-Oh really. And I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for a very long time. I took a break here and there, but like, I think I took a break during Teledad when that was just awful, like, awful format. But Necros, I slowly see Yu-Gi-Oh becoming that awful repeat of Teledad with Necros and, yeah, Necros and BA. Even though BA is slowly stopping, like, it's slowly becoming irrelevant. I mean, Dante's are about between $30 and $50 now. And like, I can go pay about $250 and build a whole Burning Abyss deck. It's insane. But it's like, this main rant is about Necros. Necros is making this a one deck format. If you're not playing the deck, you're not having fun, and you're going to have a very hard time winning. But with this one deck format, you also have to think it's good and bad. It's bad because if people want to play very versatile decks, or the decks they want to play, they're not going to have a fun time playing it, and it's going to be very difficult for them to compete with the big deck out there right now, which is Necros, as we all know. But it's good as well, because if you're playing Necros, then there's about an 85% chance the guy across from you is playing Necros. Now, in my last video, I mentioned mirror match of Necros, very briefly. And the mirror match is tough. With any deck that you play, the mirror match will be your hardest match. And the one deck format makes this good because it makes you have to think about what you're going to do. Like, you can assume what his hand is, he can assume what your hand is. You kind of have to play around what you know about your deck. Like, there's always different variants of a person's deck, but most of the time there's parallel similarities between the two decks. And the one deck format makes you so you have to hone your skills as a player to play around the other person playing the same deck as you in a mirror match. But the biggest downfall is that if you're not playing the big deck in the format, you're not having fun. And that kind of slowly started when BAs became a thing in Duelist Alliance. There were like BAs everywhere. And it was only a TCG exclusive because Konami didn't think it was going to be a good deck. Well, look at it now. It's one of the big 3. When Cleaforts came out, they kind of balanced out the BA matchup a little bit. But now, Cleaforts are even slowly dying off due to Necros now. Cleaforts have a horrible matchup against Necros, in my opinion. But I'm not a Cleafort player. Cleafort players, you can post your Necros matchups, thoughts, opinions in the comments below. But I know, if you're not playing anti-meta, which is Spirit Beast, Yosenju, even Teller Knights has been defined as rogue/anti-meta now, or heroes with your walking macrocosmos. If you're not playing like strict anti-meta and putting like all the anti-meta in, like Mind Crush, Shared Ride, Mistake, and freaking, what's another one, Lancia, Vanities. If you're not playing those in a deck, you're not going to be able to have a good Necros matchup. So, what I see myself doing is, if this ban list doesn't do what I hope it should do, which is to make the format a little more fair and balanced, I'm going to find a different card game to play. And that pains me as a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist to say that, but one of my buddies got me into EDH, Magic the Gathering, Commander. I have a Morath deck. I'm slowly building it, and it's getting better. Like, if this ban list doesn't do what I want it to do, I'm just going to stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitively. I mean, I will still go to my locals and stuff, but I'm going to stop going to ARGs and YCS until the ban list does what we need it to do, which is make the game fair and balanced. At this point, I see with their ban list, it's like, oh, I have a giant crack in my asphalt of Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm just going to put a piece of scotch tape over to try to fix it. There you go. You can't do that, Konami. And I know a game needs to make money. Necros was a $1,200 deck on its hype. But I understand that it needs to make money, but you have to think about the other players. I know it's hard to do when you're trying to run a business. I understand that. But if you don't, other people are going to leave the game. There's a really interesting game that came out about a month ago called Force of Will. It's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic put together a little bit. And me and my buddy Jason, Jason aka Awesome Fire, you can check him out on YouTube. Me and him are buying a couple starter decks for the game. It looks really interesting. Do some research on it yourself. But if the ban list really doesn't do what I need it to do, I think I'm just going to try to get Force of Will up in my locals. Possibly buy a couple booster boxes. I don't know. It all depends on if I really like the game. Yeah, look it up, Force of Will. It looks pretty interesting. I'm going to start getting into it pretty soon. But if I don't really get into Force of Will, I'm probably just going to put my time and effort into EDH, Commander, Magic the Gathering with my buddy Ryan. And yeah, this one deck format is ridiculous. I went to ARG and I wasn't thinking, oh, in the New England area, I'm probably going to see mostly Cleaforts, which is my best matchup. I was horribly wrong. Out of the almost 500 people that were there, I can safely estimate that 250 to 260 of those people were Necros players. Now, Necros is going down in price, which makes it easily available to people. Understandable. People want to play a deck that's going to win. That's how you make money in the business. But again, I also have to reiterate, it's not fun for the people that aren't playing the deck. Now, Necros is a good deck. If I had the money, I'd personally play it. But even if I did, I'm not the kind of player who's just oh, I have the better deck, so don't hit anything that I have. No, I know how powerful the deck is. I played it on DN. My buddy has it almost all built. I actually mirror matched him with it, and I beat him with it, because I learned by watching. I know how to play Necros just by watching other people play it. It's that simple. And it's very linear in its plays, but it can do some pretty funny shenanigans. But, it has a lot of outs. The fact that it doesn't have to place many spells or traps at all is really good and really ridiculous. But it's just making the format a one-deck format. Pretty soon I'm just going to say F it and build Burning Abyss because I can, and that's going to be cheap at that point. But, yeah, tell me what you think about this one-deck format. I listed the pros and cons of it, If you have any questions about Force of Will, look it up. There's a whole wiki on it. I'm pretty sure most of you know what Commander is and EDH, Magic the Gathering. Yeah, so, like I said, if this ban list really doesn't do what I hope or want it to do, like it should as a ban list need to do, I'm going to have to sadly hang my Yu-Gi-Oh! Hat up for a couple months and go do something else, because there's no point in me spending 20 or 30 bucks at an event to just go X5. No. I'm sorry, I can't do that every 2 months. So, Team Continental Breakfast, Waffles coming at you. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll probably have a couple more deck profiles coming at you guys. Maybe some duels. Awesome Fire is going to be our animator. He's on our team too. He's also doing his own thing, so that's cool. You know, more power to the people. Maybe I'll get some team interviews up. You know, see what they want out of this channel. We have some pretty funny characters on our team, and I'll probably get all their deck profiles. If I go to locals this weekend, I'll probably get a couple more deck profiles, because everybody likes that. I'm planning on getting Return of the Bling, so I might do a Return of the Bling box opening for you guys. Yeah, that's all I have to say for now. Like, comment, subscribe. It's almost 2:30 here where I'm living, so I'm trying to get to sleep. So, again, and I just have to take a shout out to all my subscribers and people who watch my channel. You know, I started this about a little less than a month ago, and I've just seen it grow little by little every week. And like from the bottom of my heart, I just have to say thank you guys. And thanks to all the people that believe in me with this channel. Again, I can't stress like, comment, subscribe. Waffles out.